Containment! Containment! Get her in a box. Put a suit on her. Get her out. Hey guys, day 8 of quarantine, day 8 of the coronavirus quarantine. We had a meeting earlier today with the math team, middle school math team, with the assistant principal and the math coach to basically let us know what to expect, what to do, what to expect and what to do with the upcoming week. Not this week, but next week starts the virtual learning, and we're hoping that it's only going to be for 2 weeks, but you never know. You got to plan for the worst and hope for the best. Plan for the worst and hope for the best. Yeah. Leave it up to my wife and I to need to go to the school when it's locked down. No, we're not breaking in. Well, technically speaking, we're not, but my wife needed to go in and get some resources for her online instruction. So we're going to see if we can get in the right way and not break into our school, because we don't want the cops and people to come out for no reason. It's going to be a really weird feeling going in. This is what a quarantine classroom looks like. It's been closed up, so it has just a little bit of weird smell. Our cleaning crew and maintenance people have been in here cleaning like, oh jizz, my wife's bleeding. Containment! Containment! Get her in a box. Put a suit on her. Get her out. Yeah, our maintenance people and janitorial staff have been doing a great job coming in and cleaning it. It looks nice and sanitary throughout the room. As you see there, the big mystery board of stuff. This is what an IB classroom in the elementary looks like. It is, not to brag, but my wife's room has been basically the model of the entire school. So let's take a look and see what's around here. She's got her days of the week planned out. She's got a number line, her math boards, nice little classroom, all the cubbies. It's like a tour of MTV Cribs. She's got a nice little, what's that? Looks like a pink toolbox, like a weirdo she is, that her parents gave her. Nice little flexible seating throughout the room. Birthdays, the door, the artwork of all the kids. And some of these kids are actually really talented. This is what it looks like is now inquiry boards. It's like what to think about, how to learn, blah, blah, blah. Central ideas, lines of inquiry, the key concepts, all this different things down here. What do we already know? So like the prior knowledge, time to investigate, like what to learn, how to figure it out, collaboration and creation. So working together, figuring out stuff, and then taking actions. So that's pretty cool. Different way of learning. And again, this is a bathroom door. So for you teachers that don't have to share a bathroom, you guys are lucky. My wife shares the bathroom with one of our SAI. I have no idea what that is. I'm middle school, have no clue what she does here. But she was actually my mentor when I was first here. As you can see, we can't do one through. So for all you kids that go to sleep, this is what you guys can do. Figure it out. Again, more work throughout. Have no idea what they're doing. Map of the world, so you can learn some geography. And yeah, so actually, before we had the quarantine, this was the color run that we were doing to raise money for our school. And look at how far or how close they got to their monetary goal. Out of $2,000, they got to $1,905. And what it says here, if you guys can't tell, your boy was about to have to dye his hair with the wife because she volunteered me as well without me knowing. So yeah, lucky to do that because I was gonna go full on blue mode. I was gonna go hair blue, beard blue, everything blue, and it's gonna be like I'm blue. Kitchen. You may or may not know, your boy can't make a lot of foods. I know I feel like 7 feet tall with this camera angle. My wife and I, we use a food prep thing that we order. It's HelloFresh, and usually we are sent out 3 meals a week. Help the cost as far as like if we were to go out every night. But as you may or may not know, you need salt and pepper for everything, so just go ahead and get that ready. But today we ordered something a little bit extra. We decided to keep our 3 meals, but we have one lunch item, and so I believe we've already made this, but I'm unsure of it. So again, part of this little bonus clip for me to cook. First things first, let me wash my hands. All right, now that we have a nice clean hands, not only we clean them for lunch, but we are also fighting the you know what virus this is. We have the and it's kind of hard to read, but it's the barbecue pulled chicken sandwich with pickles and cabbage. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Haha, every meal comes with instructions. That way the worst of cooks can make a nice lunch out of everything. So we already got our pepper ready. We already had our salt ready. We gotta get sugar. But got our buns, which we will be putting those in the toaster. The barbecue chicken's right here, so we only have to heat that for 2 minutes. Dill pickle we gotta cut. This thing is it's a bad mamma jamma. We gotta make this coleslaw. We had a extra vinegar in storage. We're going to whip this bad boy up. We got steak spice. I don't know what this is, but this stuff is delicious. We're going to whip this up in a bowl with this. Heat it in the microwave for 2 minutes. We're going to toast our buns, obviously. Gotta get those toasted buns. We're gonna put this into a little bowl, stir it up, and little cutting board, slice the pickle. We're gonna put that aside, got it nice and coated. Cut the tops off. Look how thick and delicious those pickles are. Come on now. There we go. Nice big bowl of yuck for right now. Actually, it smells really good. Going to suffocate it, put some Saran wrap over the top, heat it for 2 minutes. Gonna pop these bad boys in while it happens. And I'll show you the final product. That's right. We out here risking it all for the coronavirus in order to get this Taco Bell. No, in all honesty, I did not want to cook tonight, and I was being lazy. And my wife decided not to give me any options. And yes, I do know it's dark in here. It's because we have the blinds closed. But yeah. Sorry, you didn't give me any options to choose from. So she didn't give me anything that she wanted. So I decided to be selfish.
Free range.
She gave me, free range. I decided to be selfish and get Taco Bell. I'm glad I did so. So far, guys, let's say it's Wednesday, so day 10 of quarantine. Your boy's looking a little bit better than he normally does as far as like the last 2 weeks go, because the fact of the matter is I've been procrastinating, been lazy, been putting everything off. And, you know, sometimes I say dressing the part does help. And although I'm not dressed to go to school, I am dressed a little bit better than what I have been. I've not been a bum. So today the goal is to relax. Today the goal is to get everything in order, at least a majority of everything in order for this first week of virtual school. Technically speaking, our lesson plans are due tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the evening, which putting things off. I've actually edited week 1 of the quarantine video that this is, you know, basing off of, but you guys won't see this until next week anyway. You guys can kind of get a feel for what everything's been going on. I got to make lunch because I have not ate. I had some nice coffee, just got out of the bath. And the reason I said bath and not shower is yesterday when my wife was working in the garage, she needed some help. And your boy went out there, picked something up weird. I have no idea how this happened, but picked something up weird and I tweaked my back. So that's kind of been messing with me the last couple of days. It kind of hurts. It still hurts, even though the heat from the bath dulled the pain for right now. So that's helping at least a little bit. We'll see what we can get done. I will be providing you guys something a little bit different when I get my video up and ready. I'm going to actually film it from 2 different perspectives. I'm going to film it like I would be teaching from the computer. And I'm going to like have a camera in the background to show you guys exactly the turn off switch or the turn on switch. It's almost like I have split personalities because my professional life and my gaming life are 2 different things. When it comes to teaching, I'm very serious. I want the kids to understand. I want the kids to like what they're learning and try to provide them something that they'll use down the road. When it comes to gaming, I'm my normal self, a little bit, just a tiny bit eccentric. And yeah, so hopefully you guys have been liking what we've been doing. I've been trying to give you guys something different that's not just Call of Duty videos nonstop. I might get on and try to run some Man of Medan later if I can find out how to work it, as far as like how to get the speakers running in my game chat running at the same time. But who knows? We'll see what we can do. But with that being said, guys, I don't know about you and what you had growing up. Your boy is feeling right at home like his teenage years during the summer when he had some Chef Boyardee, some ravioli heated up. Boy, doesn't that look delicious. But note the hint of sarcasm and also soda. So I'm literally in the process of reverting back to my roots, going back to summer times when I was a teenager, didn't have any money, went to go work out, and then come home to swimming and Chef Boyardee bowls. Today is Thursday. I took the trash out earlier today, took a shower, got nice and spiffy apparently, that's my wife said. My hair's so, as she likes to use the word, cute. And we have a middle school meeting, as you guys heard, in like 30 minutes. Yeah, took the trash out, took a shower, got dressed, wearing your boy's apparel because I feel like I here lately been having a lot of support on the channel, which I appreciate. I have to like go into teacher mode here in a little bit, get my conference done, get my notes up and running because I have this week's assignments for all of my classes. The issue is I don't have the videos that we have to upload every Monday. So again, like I told you guys, I might or might not be giving you guys that access to my professional look as far as like what and how I... Friday, March 27th, I think it is. Just woke up a little bit ago, took the dogs out, and now having my coffee to wake up. I do have to put a video out and an email out for all my students of talking about their Google Classroom codes, my Zoom ID, all that good stuff, and just what to expect. So, gotta be actually pretty productive. Ruff.
Gotta be pretty productive during this time, is what it is. I have all my notes and all my lessons completed, so that's one good thing that's working on. The only thing I have to add now is the videos. So, ruff, ruff, ruff. They're ready to start their day. I'm drinking my coffee, then I'll be ready to start.
Day number 13, lucky number 13. Boy, it started off like a great day, like a lucky 13 should start off with. First thing I did was roll over and look at my clock and see that it was 11:04, 11:05. None of the dogs were doing anything, so I turned to my wife. I was like, "Yo, babe!" She rolls over and she's like, "What?" I was like, "You know what time it is?" She's like, "It's 9." And she gets up. And I was like, "Nope, guess again." 10. And I was like, "Nope, keep going." And she was like, "No way, it's 11." And so both our eyes just get really big. And we're like, "What? We slept in till 11?" So yesterday was a little bit stressful for my wife. She had to do all of her lessons. And she's not really the type she's an amazing teacher. She glows in the classroom. She just basically takes it over and is like a team leader in the classroom. But when it comes to online learning and making videos, she's not really one to be the best at it or most confident. So it took a lot of takes and a lot of tries yesterday for her. I actually just sat down and did 3 different lessons for all my classes straight up, and I am going to insert them somewhere in here. Hi, 7th grade. So a little bit about this. You guys are in intensive. He is covering dot plots, and that is the standard 7th grade of statistics and probability standard 3. So a little bit about dot plots is it's very easy as long as you keep everything separate as far as you understand what's going on. It's going to be a nice, easy lesson to continue. This is going to be a short video overlooking not only the notes that I uploaded for you guys, but also going to be looking at a couple of examples to help you guys out. So when I go to share screen, you guys can now see or should be able to see what I am seeing now. So let's go ahead and hit the share button. And hopefully you guys are seeing what I see. If not, I'm sorry, we'll learn together. But the student objective, as far as dot plots go, what you guys need to learn is to be able to create a dot plot from information given to you. You find the mean, the mode, the median, and range of the given information, as far as understand how to distinguish terms of mean, mode, median, and range. And what that means is just if you guys understand the difference between the separate vocabulary terms. So you guys can see over here on the right side, this is taken from the week 1 overview for 7th grade. You will be clicking and opening the notes, which is what I'm showing you right now. Hopefully you guys are watching this video, so this is exactly what I'm doing as far as this goes. So you're going to be following along with me while I explain not only the notes, but the separate examples coming from them. Then you're to view the organic chemistry tutors video, and this is just to help you guys get a short video of understanding a different perspective of all the information I'm presenting to you, as well as completing the 2 worksheets, one being dot plots and the other being the mean, median, and mode. So let's talk about the information at hand. This is your vocabulary, this is your vocabulary information. So dot plots is a number line which allows the viewer to see a variety of information and how many times that information occurs. The mean is the average of all the information, so you are going to add it all up and then divide by how many separate numbers there are. The mode is the number that occurs the most, and where I typically help students understand this a little bit better is which one's the most popular. You tend to go to the most popular things, meaning the most amount of people are there in one area. So that's going to be the mode. Median is the exact middle. If you were to list these numbers from least to greatest, what happens in the very middle of everything? And the range is you take the highest value and the lowest value and subtract them. That is the range of numbers that you are looking at only. So when we have the example up, in this example over on the left-hand side, this number, this dot plot, is going to be the example in the next 3 or 4 slides. So let's take a look at the mean. And again, the mean is the average. Step 1, you add the numbers up, or you take the sum of all the values. Each dot represents a different value. So we're not going to just take one of these one values right here at the 1. We have two separate values at 1. So this is going to be 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. Here, this is going to be 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2 plus 2, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So each dot represents a separate value. Then at the end, when you get all that information together, you're going to divide the sum. So all the numbers added together, you're going to divide that sum by the total amount of dots you see. So in this example, when we add all of this up, we get a sum of 225. If you take the time to count, there's 40 total dots here. So this 225 is divided by 40, and that is going to give you 5.625. And you guys, if I'm not telling you to round, don't round, but if we were to round that up to the nearest hundredth, if you look, I highlighted the 2. If we were to round to the nearest hundredth, we would look at the 2 and base the information off of this 5. And you guys know that 5 and up round up, so this would be 5.63. All right, so let's move on to the mode. And the mode's going to be the easiest one out of all these to do because it's the fact of just taking a look and being observant of all the information. So again, the same dot plot over here on the left side. There's only one step. Find the value that occurs the most. Again, the most popular value. So in this example, 10 would be the mode because there are 10 occurs, there are 7 dots right here at 10. The closest one to that would be 0, but there's only 6 dots over here and 7 dots here. So therefore, 10 is going to be your mode. Median. Okay, so if we were to add or we were to list every single value from least to greatest, you cross out the numbers on each end. So if I go up to the top, there's my little button to annotate. So I take my little pencil. Now I have a little annotation and I can have we can draw. Okay, so I'm going to make a circle, a red circle, every time that we cross out a number. So you start on both ends and work your way to the middle. So at the beginning, you can see these are 40 numbers. So we have to find the middle number, which is going to be roughly about 20. Now, if you have 2 numbers that occur in the middle, you would add both of those up and then divide by 2. So let's see if I did it correctly. So here we have 0, so we're going to cross that out. We're going to cross the 12 out. We're going to cross 11, cross out that 0. Whoops. Cross out the 0, cross out this 11, and so on and so forth. So just keep going until you find the middle. So we got 4 on one side, 4 on the other. Okay, so it looks like we evened out exactly. So with that being said, we get to the very middle, and I'm going to be able to draw. Now this right here, this middle number of everything is now your median. So again, you cross out from both sides. You cross out from the lowest and the highest. You do one value every time. You cross out a 0, cross out a 12, cross out a 0, 11, and so far until you get to that very middle. So we were lucky and we only had one value here. So that is the perfect answer. Now, if we had 2 values there, you would add both of those values together and then divide by 2. All right, so let's go ahead and clear the board, clear all drawings. That way you guys can see that. Now let's go over here to the last one, which is the range. So when I click my little range button, now again, the mean and the mode are going to be, the mean and the median are going to be the hardest 2. The mode and the range are going to be the easiest 2. So I would start with mode first, and then I would go to range. So the steps to finding the range is you identify the biggest value and the smallest value. You take that largest value and subtract the smallest value from it. So in this case, the greatest value is 12. So there's 112 right here. The lowest value is 0. There's multiple zeros, but you just use 1. And then you would say 12 minus 0 would give you 12. So 12 is the range. 12 is the range of the dot plot.
To let you guys see the difference between me as a person outside of school and me as a person inside of school. It took me
3 tries to get 3 lessons. So 1 try each, and I just got done. And my difference between me and my wife during this time is I don't really care if I look stupid. The fact is the information there is it easy enough to understand, and then my kids can get over it and figure out other ways to do it if they don't understand me. Hers is her class depends on her. They're a lot younger than mine. They haven't quite fully developed the things to help them understand things. I went from the bedroom to the couch and sat down, and my wife was like, well, I'll make eggs and bacon. And by the time we finished and ate breakfast slash lunch, so brunch, by the time we ate that, it was already 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. So, like, our day is, like, wasted, basically. We're to the point now where it's, like, over. I'm about to actually play games for the first time. It's 4 o'clock now. Just took the dogs out. The one thing that also kind of stopped us from going to bed at a decent time and waking up. Come here. Come here. This little Mama Jamma suffers from seizures sometimes, and she had a minute one yesterday, which isn't bad at all. We're actually able to catch her right away, but she had one. We were able to get her back. It probably took a lot out of her, but when she does have them, and she has them, not a lot, but every now and then, we check on her throughout the night. We're kind of like paranoid about her having another one. So we're constantly, making sure she's okay. Other animals, this little old lady, yeah. Our other dog likes to make sure she's okay, and when she's having the seizures, she wants to be there for her, but she doesn't understand that she can't. It kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's something we have to deal with. Yeah, day 13 is off to a weird start, weird number. Your boy repping the school because he had to teach those lessons. That's it for day 13. Right now, I'm going to actually go out and get some dinner for the first time, and God knows how long. My wife was arguing with me about having a nice, relaxing day. It's nice and bright outside. I actually have to do some ESOL work for a couple of classes I'm in. The day before we actually start doing our online courses for the first day. My hair's kind of crazy right now. We've been watching YouTube. We were watching a Jenna Marbles one where she and her boyfriend Julian react to TikToks. So my wife decided to make a TikTok account and watch some funny ones, and we've been literally sitting down doing nothing for an hour and a half. Boy, what has the world turned to? So I just brought my wife water, or the lack thereof. I filled this up full of ice. My microwave went off for my food. I got my water bottle, which I didn't fill up, by the way, and I brought it all over. And my wife goes, "Where's my water?" She started shaking. I forgot